Do you ever feel like there's too many distractions, there's too many things pulling you away from what you want to do to really move your business forward? Looking at some research, I found that the University of California, Irvine has done some research on distractions and what it costs you to switch gears every day. It's more than 23 minutes to get back to the task you're originally at. Now, I know sometimes you probably go right back to it, but the reality is, on average, it takes you 23 minutes and 15 seconds, to be exact, to get back to the work that's most important to you that you were doing before the distraction came in. Now, a lot of people just don't understand why that's, happening. They go into the day and they just kind of show up. But I think you want to be more intentional about what you do, who you are, and this is in the productivity series. This is probably the third interview. The first one I talked about your calendar, why that's so important. The second one I talked about what's most essential for you to move the needle in your business. And now we're going to talk about what's really getting in the way. What do you need to give up to be able to get what you want? Hi, my name is Hammett. I work with hyper-growth companies to help them understand how growth can be channeled into something and be harnessed to grow your business beyond where you are today. And it all is about leadership and culture and about the way you're showing up inside this as the leader. And I love what I do. I love to share with you some insights that I'm getting. I've interviewed hundreds and hundreds of people on this podcast, Leaders in the Trenches. Hopefully you've been listening in, but I'm giving you one of the excerpts today from one of the interviews with Larry Winget. Larry Winget is I think a 6 or 7 time best-selling author, New York Times list. He is such a great speaker. He's such a powerful presence. And when I was interviewing him in the very beginning of my podcast, he told me something that stood out to me even today, over 3 years later. And I'm going to share it with you. People want to get rich. And, he quickly says to me, you don't need to worry about getting rich. You need to worry about what's making you broke. Now, you may think that's funny, but a lot of people worry about something and they're trying to worry about, but they're not willing to give up something to get what they really want. So Larry shared with me a very simple exercise, and it requires you to get 3 sheets of paper. Now, you may be driving right now, so you might want to pause this and come back to it. Or my suggestion would be just pause it right now, listen to something else. But when you get back in the office, when you sit down at your desk, get out those 3 sheets of paper and then turn back on this recording piece of paper. You're going to write down what you really want. Write down what you want to create, that goal, what you're willing to really sacrifice for. Write it down. Get really clear about what it is. You don't need to go through the rules. We don't need SMART goals. We just need to get really clear just for you. What do you want in the first piece of paper? Second piece of paper. Write down the way it is right now. Write down what's going on in your life. If you're trying to make more money, if you're trying to build a team, if you're trying to automate or build systems into your business, what is it like right now? What is the chaos? Get it out there. Lay it all out there. Just emotions, everything. This is just for you. On the third piece of paper, you're going to write down, what are you willing to give up to get what you want? Because here's the reality. You've got to learn to give up what you need to move forward. You can't just keep going. You can't just keep doing the same things you've always been done. Got a little tongue tied there. You can't expect to create some extraordinary life or extraordinary success if you're not willing to give up some of the things that you've always done. Now, here's the hard part. A lot of the things that you have to give up are what made you successful today. What I mean by that is, your way of running the business got you to a certain level. Let's call it $10 million. Just make a number up. But in order to create something that might get you to 20 million or 50 million, you've got to be willing to do something different. I share this with you because I really want you to think about what you're willing to give up. Now, all of the lessons I've given here, there's a worksheet called Hyper Productivity that gives you the 3 strategies that I'm talking about to supercharge your productivity. Just go to genehammett.com/productivity and you can find it, or you can click on the link here and it'll take you right there. But all this is shared with you because I know how important your time is and how important getting the things done are to your business and to your growth. And I share this with you to help you get the right things done and to give up the right things. So if you missed the other lessons, you want to go back All you have to do is download the worksheet. It's about 5 pages or so, and it'll help you through each of those 3 strategies. My name is Gene Hammett. I work with hypergrowth companies and the leadership and culture to make growth possible and consistent, and to make it really fuel you and develop what you want in your business. All right. As always, lead with courage, and I'll see you next time.